My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. O see them yopo.
Are not a fan of Dr. Bawumia. You wish he doesn't become president. Why is it, sir? Any other Ghanaian or best taking the neck out, say media me, I support Bawumia. The NDC seem to come after that person, and I use the Kofi Bentil example. I didn't hear. Is it a strategy now to cower people into submission and to gag them from expressing independent views?
Show me one person who has supported John Mahama that has been celebrated by the MPP. Then we can have this conversation.
Okay, the one person that was supported
John
Mahama.
Me Sam George, I see me supporting John Mahama. Show me any MPP person now or bomb me about to say who supported John Mahama.
Yeah, but at least they don't attack you. They don't come and insult you.
Share messages, you know. That's
not what I'm talking about. You know that's what for more as politicians, you know. It's something you do. I'm saying, say.
Now, because of John Mahama, I'm politician.
I'm saying, say.
Simply because I support NDC and I support John Mahama.
Person, and I made a Kofi
Bentil is not independent.
Oh, how is he not?
He's not
independent. But he supports Bawumia.
Listen. Kofi Bentil has supported every MPP presidential candidate from Kufuor to Nanado and now to Bawumia. That is not independence. Show me one NDC candidate Kofi Bentil has supported. Kofi Bentil endorsed and supported the Kufuor administration. Kofi Bentil endorsed and supported Nanado Danko Kufuor. In fact, he did do so and made it a campaign. He was so much on the neck of President Mahama. He campaigned openly for President Kufuor. And the same people are going to bring what was Jack Toronto Abebre who I mean, look, don't use the word independent and Kofi Bentil in the same sentence, except you are using it as an oxymoron.
How is that oxymoron?
Because it can't be, they can't be in the same sentence. Because that sentence will not conjugate. Il conjugate. You can't conjugate Kofi Bentil and independent. Look,
and do you honestly believe, sir, the attacks directed on him, is fair?
Attacks on who? But Obi, Kofi Bentil's attacks on John Mahama, were they fair? Many of his attacks were misguided and not based on any fact. Kofi Bentil is on record to have said that he didn't like John Mahama because John Mahama created Dumso. Did John Mahama create Dumso? Did John Mahama create Dumso? In 1987, when we had Dumso, was it John Mahama? In 1997, when we had Dumso, was it John Mahama? In 2006, 2007, when President Kufuor marched the Christian Council pastors to go and pray for rain at Akosombo Dam, was it John Mahama? Yet Kofi Bentil, in 2015, said John Mahama is the cause of Dumso and still repeats that lie today. Kofi Bentil said that John Mahama took a Ford as a bribe. He has repeated that on several platforms. He said that under John Mahama's watch, a confirmed flu, when all of those things are not true. Manasseh Azuri when he sat in this your studio and stated emphatically that he never has evidence of any confirmed flying anywhere and that he used it as a joke. Kofi Bentil has trumpeted it. How do you tell me such a person is independent? It's like telling me that.
So that is the problem we have in Ghana today. You see, when a journalist sits and all that he wants to do is that, oh, let me incite people against somebody from the opposition and then see if his statement or his answers, a bit mama nipano, people ridicule him, people will see the person sitting there and say, with Jimmy. You see, OB's questioning. So intelligent pa and Kabe say or Nankase Jumo on Tiasie. When Kofi Bentil comes out to say things that are not right, and well-meaning Ghanaians come out to say, Kofi Bentil, this is wrong. It's not an attack. Unless Obi does not understand the difference between attack and criticizing Kofi Bentil. Because when you flip it, Kofi Bentil criticize people or attack people when they speak about Bawumia. So when you get the opportunity to be the host, to be somebody who thinks that you are intelligent enough to sit as a neutral, but we know you are all MPP surrogates. When you get the opportunity to sit, the words you were using say when Kofi Bentil is an independent person, that alone should say to tell Obi said he's not wise enough to host such a very serious show. Because when you say people attack Kofi Bentil, attack him for what? people are correcting and criticizing Kofi Bentil because Kofi Bentil is hiding behind what? Neutrality, which he is not, to lie to the people. So when I sit here and I go back and I bring audios telling Ghanaians, said when the NDPC was put together by John Mahama in 2014, the NDPC, which is the National Development Planning Commission, put together by John Mahama's administration, when they had a public lecture and Kofi Bentil went there, knowing that the NDPC idea was to have a national policy for Ghana for 40 years, then he turns around to come and tell Ghanaians that the NPP government, after they said they don't like the 40 years and that they like the 10 years, and after 8 years they've not talked about the NDPC, then it means that Kofi Bentil is suffering from something up here. When Kofi Bentil sits on TV and wants to discredit John Mahama without facts, and people say, no, you are lying. The things you are saying, and you're not correct, because the facts does not prove that the facts you are the things you are stating, the fact proves otherwise. Why do you call that an attack? Why do you say Kofi Bentil is an independent? He's a Ghanaian, for crying out loud. And Kofi Bentil is not the most intelligent person in Ghana. In fact, he's not an intelligent Ghanaian, because over time, Kofi Bentil is an MPP person who only sees problems with the NDC. He never sees anything wrong with the NPP. And normally, when people come on TV to come and speak on candidates or people's candidature, what they do is they put them on the same scale and start to weigh them. If I come here and I want to talk about John Mahama, I couldn't tell a person to John Mahama. I show you why I want you to vote for John Mahama. But you, Kofi Bentil, cannot just come and say, I don't like John Mahama to lead. Give Bawumia a hearing ear, or then you are foolish. Because if Bawumia is a madman because he has not been president, or because he's saying that when he becomes president, he will cancel e-levy. Does not mean we should give him an opportunity. He has been vice president. He has run on the same ticket with Kufuor for 8 years. He's a president. So when Kofi Bentil like that comes on TV, because Mempe John Mahama, Mempe Bawumia, and he cannot explain why we should ignore Mahama and go for Bawumia, then Kofi Bentil is not intelligent enough for us to be discussing. Into as a journalist, when he sit on radio, now Tanaka say, Adena Kofi Bentil kasa, people are attacking him. Kofi Bentil, Obia attacking Kofi Bentil. People are correcting his foolishness. Kofi Bentil is just foolish, and people want to tell him that we are no more ignorant again. We are not foolish. If you want to campaign for your Bawumia, bring the facts that support it. You cannot just come and sit on TV and say, oh, I think we need to hear Bawumia. Then you can go bring a pig and hear a pig, because when pig cries, it's louder than Bawumia. Because it's not about we hearing Bawumia, it's about what he has done, his track record. Can we look at his track record and trust him? No. Bawumia is a liar. Bawumia is a thief. Bawumia has always lied to Ghanaians. So when you come and you just say, I don't want John Mahama, I want Bawumia, we should all keep quiet and watch such a clown. Into Obi Betna TV, so now can say people correcting Kofi Bentil, you see it as an attacker. Then you yourself sitting there, you don't know your job. I wanted Sam George to ask Obi, John Mahama did dum sobaye, na tie Obi answer. The next time Sam George or any NDC communicator goes on Asempa, Mumbusa Obi say Obi, Mahama na di dum so bae. Mu ya no ma say busa say Obi, Mahama address no, I confirm 2 years. These 2 questions. Na Obi na also a journalist from Takrady, Abedrun Kran no, o ma answer ne hwe. They are the same people who basically spread the fake news. Ghana say John Mahama confirm, John Mahama na di dum so bae. Anytime any NDC person gets to go on a sempa, mo say Kevin Taylor say Mbusa will say, you are a journalist. You have been a journalist for all this while. You are older than all of us. Now we have to see a busa from your own view too. John Mahama did do so by. Oh, we are John Mahama and and confirm no. Mahama address and confirm to Yampa. Then you ask him these 2 questions. They will not give you an answer because omo this idea ne bae. Oma yen kobna sante. Omo de paper omo to sa toilet paper because they be a comedy no ohia bibi. Me, I don't want to involve myself in this mediocre arguments. Obi knows nothing. Obi school awkward and then Gabi Nashano. Obi will not sit there and tell you the good things are Ghana. Also John Mahama ba ebetwaso. Into Obi nangas all tuono. Senka or a journalist as Sebio and yet Jandam no ya. The first thing you would have said is say Kofi Bentil has been on TV criticizing John Mahama and telling us to bring Bawumia. But I want to ask Kofi Bentil. Kofi Bentil, tell me something that is valuable than what John Mahama has. when it comes to economy, when it comes to air corruption, when it comes to their infrastructure, when it comes to this, that. Kofi Bentil is supposed to prove that, but not just saying, say, we should give Bawumia a hearing ear. Are we foolish? We can give a hearing ear to a pig for the pig to be speaking anyhow. We can give a hearing ear to anything. But we need somebody who is intelligent enough to lead Ghana at this point. Into the homework I'm giving to this NPP, NDC communicators. Samuti Obi will radio. So I'm saying Obi, where the say clarify free who we are journalists. Where the word inseminate from Takradi Abidruin crime. John Muhammad Ridum Sobaye. So also a Ghanaian, we are journalists. Also the facts no who chair. Today we want you to say on radio say John Muhammad Ridum Sobaye.
Mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.